Check this out. I'm gonna take you through an at-home workout and how to design and program Athlete for Life with minimal equipment so you can get the best possible results. All right, check this out, guys. You can see me sweating because I was doing these exercises, but I'm gonna take you through making your own program, Athlete for Life at home with minimal equipment. Meaning, like, look, I'll give you examples of what if you have more stuff like a trap bar, like barbells, all that cool stuff. But the truth is, ideally what you'd have is some adjustable dumbbells that go to like 80 or 100. Again, depending on your strength levels, you can do a ton of stuff with that, and some kettlebells. The rest could be bodyweight bands, whatnot. But I'll show you the template, like philosophy. And again, these programs are programs that you can build athleticism, you can get strong, you can build muscle, and also build some work capacity. You'll see how I love doing basically density blocks, especially if you're working out at home and you're short on time. I have a eight-week-old baby, so it's like I have to adjust and get as much in as possibly can in less than an hour, right? Or hours there. So let's look at day one. And again, I'm going to give you an example of 2 days. And imagine this is A and this is B, right? You could rotate A and B. So Monday A, Wednesday B, Friday A. Next week, Monday B, Wednesday A, Friday B. That works really well if you want to improve skills, right? Now, here we go. Dynamic warm-up on a timer. The thing is, you've probably seen me do a lot of kind of mobility drills, dynamic warm-up drills. And what I do here is take 3 to 4 different exercises. A Spider-Man lunge with rotation, 90-90s, a squat to stand. And I just put a timer and go for 6 to 8 minutes nonstop, right? That'll get me sweating like this, improve my joint mobility. I'll be ready for a workout, okay? From there, I'm going to go to power and plyometric. I like to combine things, again, that make you more athletic. So here you'll see a dumbbell or kettlebell snatch, right? We're working on that explosiveness, vertical explosiveness. I want to take a decently heavy weight, but then we can still move fast. We got 3 sets of 5. Tuck jumps or squat jumps. I'm showing you that tuck jump variation where I'm jumping up, driving my knees, tapping on the ground, quickly getting off the ground, and just working on that elasticity and plyometric movement, right? We're going to superset these. Do a snatch, do a plyo jump, take a break for about a minute, and then repeat for 3 rounds, for 3 supersets. Then we're going to go to strength. Now check this out. Here I have a superset and I start with a dumbbell reverse lunge. Why? Well, single leg, if I don't have as much weight at home, heavy kettlebells, dumbbells go to a certain way, I can really overload this, right? So 3 to 4 sets of 6. So I'm going to really challenge that one leg and then other leg. And by the way, when you do left and right, your heart rate's also going to go up, which I think is very good for fitness. I'm going to superset with a dumbbell bench press. I say 3 to 4 sets of 8. Now, what would you do if you have a weight that's too light and 8 feels easy? Do a 3-second controlled eccentric, do 12 reps, do 14 reps, do 15 reps. Challenge yourself so you only have maybe a couple reps, 1 to 2 or 0 left in the tank here. We're gonna do that for 3 to 4 sets. Then we got a kettlebell or dumbbell RDL. Here, I'm always focusing on the eccentric, 3 seconds down, great form, pushing the ground away. We're gonna go 12 on that. Again, if you got a lighter weight, maybe you go 15. And then a kettlebell gorilla row, alternating, right? Because it's on the ground, it's not stressing the low back. So you can see we got a hinge, we got a squat dominant, we got a row, we got a press. And then for density, we're gonna put 12 minutes on the clock. And we're gonna do 3 exercises. Now the weight you're gonna use is gonna be challenging, but not super challenging for that amount of reps. So kettlebell swings for 12, so really working on hip power. Dumbbell shoulder raises, we're gonna work the shoulders for a set of 10, and then valve slide pike ups for your core for a set of 8. But the thing about density is like you're just gonna go nonstop for 10 to 12 minutes. So boom, 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 right back to it. Your heart rate's gonna go up, you're gonna build a lot of volume, and every week you're just trying to get more work done in that same line of time. That's what I love about the density blocks, right? Like it's time-based and you're just pushing it, okay? Day 2, same format. We do our dynamic warm-ups. From there, we're gonna do kettlebell drop lunges. Now, as an athlete, you have to be able to be good at deceleration, right? Putting on the brakes. So you can see in that drop lunge, I'm putting the brakes on, which is great if you play basketball, football, soccer, pickleball, whatever it may be. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 8 of that. And then we're gonna do moving skater jumps, because guess what? As an athlete, we move in all directions, right? So we're going into that frontal plane movement, side to side, creating power there, which think basketball, lateral slides. I'm gonna cut, right, in football. And so we're gonna do 3 sets of 6 per side. The focus here is really being powerful, all out. Don't think of it as conditioning. This is where you give your best, right? You're the fastest, you explode the fastest, you decelerate the fastest. That's what we're developing. From there, if you had a barbell, you can do a front squat with a barbell. You can do a back squat with a barbell if you're okay with that, right? But if you don't, we're gonna go double kettlebell squat, rack position, 3 to 4 second eccentric, right? Down controlled, up fast. And if 8 is too light for you, because the bells is too light, go for 10, go for 12. Again, adjust so that you challenge yourself in that set. If you finish the set and you're like, oh man, I could do 10 more reps, you gotta go more reps. So I'm giving you examples because again, when you have, I would say, minimal equipment and it doesn't go as heavy, you kind of got to adjust a little bit. From there, a pull-up variation, right? So you saw me do a neutral grip pull-up, but you can do a pike pull-up. You can do a lat pull-down, right? I love pike pull-ups because you can do them at home on a barbell, on a TRX, or anything like that. From there, single leg supported RDL, just holding on to something for stability, right? Loading that hip up, that glute up. I like to go higher reps here, 12 to 15, because again, the load may not be enough. And then push-up variations. I love push-ups. Again, if you can do like 50, 30, 40, challenge yourself. Put a weight on the back. Band-resisted push-ups, right? Feet elevated, feet in a TRX. Make it more challenging. We're gonna max this out, right? The last good technical rep that you can get, you're going for, right? Because we wanna challenge the muscles to grow, right? So we wanna get them stronger. We want them to get them to grow, because again, that's gonna be part of that whole athlete for life mentality where you get more explosive, you get stronger, you get leaner, you put on more muscle mass and you get more condition. And then at the end, we have that density block again, right? And we got dumbbell step-ups. I really like elevation change, right? A step-up is a single leg movement, but I'm gonna change elevation, right? And they're very, very good because you're driving down like you do in a sprint and a jump, anything else. So we're gonna do 8 per side. Then we're gonna do posterior fly. So the back of my shoulders and then an ab rollout. So we always have core drill in there as well. Pushing for 10 to 12 minutes, getting as many reps in as possible. Now, again, look, as this program changes, and by the way, if you click the link below in the copy, you'll see my Athlete for Life program where these types of things are programmed in. But the kicker is that like we will do side lunges, right? We want to work all movements because your body is a machine. It's not locked into, north, south, sagittal plane. Like we want to be able to move in all different directions, build those muscles, the weak links, and again, be an all-round quality athlete. And so this type of programming is what develops that. Right? You get more athletic, you get more mobile, you get stronger, you get more powerful. You also build muscle and you build your capacity and your conditioning. But it's organized in a smart way. And again, in a practical way, because there's thousands of people doing my programs between buying the PDFs and or on the app, and because they work. And again, I've coached over 4,000 people in this gym specifically, and we've coached 13,000 people through my 2 gyms, one in Slovenia, one here in Seattle. So these are real world programs with real world people. I think that's really, really important. But I want you to try this stuff out, right? Try it out. Let me know how it goes. Do this A/B for the next 30 days and tell me how your results are, how you're feeling, how you're looking, and we'll get you more of that. Now, again, if you want more content like this to look, feel, perform more like an athlete without the nagging aches and pains, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one.